Good morning, seekers. Live chat. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to become a member, links in the description. Because, members, we're taking off today. I'm so tired, too. I am so tired. But I still have time to take a nap. I do. I've got the time. Listen, I gotta get ready. I'm all packed. I just gotta get ready. Good morning, gal, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Jersey Shore, you too. Look at me, I'm way down here. I'm tired. SMD, I hope you're well too. Courtney, Jennifer, Jacqueline, Mrs. Jones. You're cooking eggs, Courtney. That's nice. I had an English muffin. But listen, I went and rented a place with a full kitchen, everything. So I got to do a little grocery shopping. But I think I'm just going to do it when I get there. I'll be safe. Just taking my time. You're in bed, Mr. J. Quinn. Lucky you. Wish I would have slept in. See, here's the problem. I wake up between 7 and 8 every morning, regardless of what time I go to sleep. I could go to sleep at 8 p.m. There you go. 12 hours. But I can go to sleep at 11. Still wake up between 7 and 8. I didn't fall asleep till 1:15 a.m. and woke up at 7. I'm going to need a nap, which is fine. I'll take a nap when I get there because I'll have like 2 hours before anybody shows up. Yeah, it's an internal alarm clock. It sucks. But when I get there, I'll unpack. I'll take a nap. And then when Mr. NOmadness gets there, I'll have him go to the grocery store with me. There you got it. KT. Yeah. I'll film the room for you. For members. I will. I keep my private life private, sorry. I've been through enough on the tubes. So, I'm tired. I need a nap. Oh, somebody asked me what this red was. It is, it's the Superstay Maybelline ink crayon. And the color is number 50. Own Your Empire. They said it was the perfect red they've been looking for. So there you go. Don't ask me again. I done showed it 3 times. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Your power was out from 5 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. Oh, and you got the smart light bulbs? I love those. I love the smart light bulbs. They're so cool. Anyway, the things I watch, you know what I'm saying? On the tubes. I like to watch, like, airplane freakouts, right? They all come down to just one conclusion. Take the bars out of the airport. How hard is that? Look at problem solved. No, listen, I ain't afraid to fly because of the airlines or the airplanes. It's the idiots we're packed in with. Josh Shannon, hi. It's the idiots we're packed in with who may or may not, have an issue with alcohol, stumble their way on the plane, end up duct taped by the end of the flight. You know what I'm saying? I watched a ton of that. I was like, look at this man. He put his arm around the stewardess and groped the sisters. So now the plane had to turn around. He just thought he was at the bar. Right? He gets up, goes to the bathroom. In his head, he's got, I don't know, Vanilla Ice going on. Ice, ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Right? goes right up to the stewardess, goes up behind her. Did that whole thing. He ended up duct taped to the seat, right? Or is that the one they had to turn the plane around? That's where everybody should just whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Just whoop his ass. There's so much that goes on in planes. So much. That is, this one chick fell asleep in the bar, missed her flight, came to the counter. The flight had already left 45 minutes ago. She comes to the counter. Where's my flight? Where's my flight? She was sleeping in the bar. And they're like, man, the plane's gone. Where you been? I was sleeping. I need to go home. You need to get me on a plane right now. I'm all, see this shit? Then the cops come. She's referring to the cops as bro and bud. I said, no, that ain't smart. Then she blamed it all on the ticket agent, took her hand, wiped everything off the desk, right? She was missing a nail. She had those long white ones, you know, clickety-clack. This one's gone. I don't know what happened. But she was looking bougie, missing a nail. You know what I'm saying? She's sleeping in the bar. And I'm like, every one of these stories that I watched and laughed hysterically, lest I was on the flight with you, then we'd have a problem. One guy's so drunk, and the stewardess kept telling him to sit down, sit down, sit down. He didn't want to sit down. He wanted to partay, right? And he had to wear the masks then. He's taking the mask and he's going, ruh, 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 ruh. He's barking at her, all kinds of weird shit. I'm like, why are the people in front of him being so quiet? I would turn around and bitch slap him, right? Just without anybody seeing, or reach, you know, behind the seat and just pinch the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to mind their business, flying home. Here these people want to party. And, you know, a lot of them get attitudes quickly with alcohol. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can't smoke in an airport. I'm not saying on the plane, back in the party days. I get it. People were a lot calmer back then. I got to give them that. Anywho, but not even in the airport. Like, once you're in, you're in. That's that. I think people whose nicotine levels drop after 5-6 hours would be more problematic. But no, we can drink, get drunk, act a fool, end up being I've never heard of a smoker being duct taped to a seat. So anyway, I was watching one after another, and I'm going to tell you, I said, this is why people should be afraid to fly, right here. Right here. And they're all drunk. Every single one of them had been in the bar waiting for their flight. I'm like, you know what? They know what they're doing. Duct taped. The one woman, yeah, she had one of the Karens. She had that faded out turquoise hair, right? She was duct taped to the chair, and so was her mouth. And you know how they prepare the cabin for takeoff? You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, seats in the upright position, lock your trays, seatbelt on, safety first. Little laminated sheet, follow along. Always put the weirdest people that would be responsible for opening the exit doors and letting us out, or the crazy people. They should do a mental evaluation before you give you those seats. Like, for real. I'm like, you ain't saving my life. Not you. I'll jump over you and take over. I'm already assessing. And just in case of an emergency. Who would I rely on? Who would I pick for my team? If somebody starts acting a fool, who's going to join me? Just the sleeper hold, right? Just press on the carotids. Do whatever you got to do. I got to see who would be on my team. Because I'm ready. I'll spring like a cat. I mean, why not? I'm bored. Most in-flight movies are boring. So anyway, I'm like, this woman didn't want to put on her seatbelt. She wanted her feet on the wall. The stewardess have turned into security guards, bouncers, right? They're just want to coffee, tea, or me. You know what I mean? That's all they want to be. Now they're in there, right? All the people drinking before they get... Listen, you can walk calmly, drunk off your ass on a plane and go under the radar. And as soon as that bird hits the air, you pipe off, they're going to turn the plane around. You're going on the no-fly list, right? And the rest of us, we're going to all be delayed and mad. I've been on 2 flights where it was like, are you kidding me? The one woman with the dog, remember the little dog? Oh, my little emotional support dog. She made little vests out of felt and glitter glue pen, right? Glue, sprinkle glitter. It says emotional support dog, spelt wrong, of course. Anyway, she's got this dog in the airport. And I'm all, that's legit. Dog's laying on its back. Everybody's rubbing its belly. And it's her kid. It's her kid. Let's be honest. It's her. Jaxie, you want to be an emotional support dog? Do you want me to make you a little felt vest? Yeah. You just get on everyone's nerves. Right? And, and then the dog is at her feet. Not in a crate. Just a little leash. Right? She's sitting next to a complete stranger. And the woman moves her leg. The dog bit her in the ankle. So now we got a problem, Houston. God. This woman's like, your dog bit me. And I'm like, there it is. How long is this going to take? So the woman's arguing with the stewardess. That's what they do. They wait for the police, airport security, right? So here's the deal. You can bring, your 10-foot wingspan, bird, your peacock on your shoulder, on the plane, your guinea pig. But if your animal does not act like a support animal, you're on the no-fly list. And guess what? You and your doggy are renting a car to go home. Because that's what happened to her. Her dog bit a woman. Listen, I would get off the plane with her. And I'd be like, you and I. Right? Because I'm getting back on the plane. You're not. So we're going to have a problem together. I seen a man with a mini horse trying to get on one. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see what we're dealing with in this day and age? Listen, when I used to fly, let's just even say 25 years ago, they were the authorities. And we didn't even have to go through anything. We went through no security checks. People smoked, they danced, they partied in the aisles. It was a bar in the sky. Now, you can't. Because the way people act, you cannot do that anymore. People complain about sitting next to a baby. People complain. Listen, fat people, they complain about, this one woman went on and on about this fat woman. But the fat woman was spilling into her seat. And she was suffocating. She was in the middle. These people say whatever they want. It was off the charts. They're all drunk, though. So I guess that's the thing, people. You just get drunk before you get on a plane. Everything's humorous. Nothing scary here, folks. Oh, I gotta sign in to my... I don't want this one. To my hotel. You know what the cool thing is? I get to download the app. I get to check in on my phone and use my phone as my door key. Shut up. That's gold. That's gold. I'm like, yeah, buddy. If you haven't already. Oh, thank you, gal. Then, after all that, laughing and drinking my coffee at all the crazies in the airport and on airplanes. I only watch that because, first of all, I like to see the balls of people on an airplane because it is owned by the federal government. It is not, Target in the sky where you can put in a customer complaint or act a fool and then be the victim, right? When they drag you down the aisle or they duct tape you to a seat. So I kind of like a laugh in the morning. I drink my coffee and go, okay, let's do this, right? And then it becomes, what's the common denominator? Bars in the airport. People sitting in there 2 hours before, check in 2 hours before your flight because you're going to be in TSA forever, going through scanners, right? Being patted head to toe, right? So what do? They got nothing but time to kill. Well, let's go have a cocktail or 2 or 3 or 4. I'll just take a nap in the bar after I've drank too much. You know what I mean? Let me sleep this off. I'm just saying, if they took the bars out of the airport, everyone would be sober on the flight. See how that works? See, because they're not going to come in the airport drunk. No. They won't get past TSA. Now, if you just, concentrating on your beeline steps, you can go right past the woman checking your ticket. Just take your phone, ding, ding, you're done, you're in. And then you sit down and go, now, we about to have some fun up in here. That's what happens. Now, if there's no bars, we don't have to deal with this shit. Oh, I do that. I don't fly that often. I hate the airports. Listen, if I had the money, I would be on a private jet. I would hire a private jet. You can get together with a bunch of people. And it only costs you it depends on how many people. If the private jet, private pilot, right? No bullshit, right? If you get a private pilot, private jet, a lot of them cost like 25 grand, okay? Round trip. So, how many people does it hold? Let's start a Facebook group. Who all's going here at this time? Let's chip in. Let's get a private jet, hang out, have some fun. It costs damn near close to what it costs to be packed into a tube in the air with a bunch of strangers who may or may not go into a psychosis when they add alcohol. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to flight attendants. They'll tell you all kinds. Listen, I got a cousin. She was a flight attendant on Spirit. Yeah. Oh, that's the McDonald's in the sky, right? In fact, I think they probably serve McDonald's. Anyway, it's like Johnny Fat Weehawken in the sky. It's even painted like a yellow cab, right? All it's missing is livestock. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I don't care if they said, hey, for $50, we'll fly you to Cali. Let's say I got something to do in Cali. I'm still not getting on that plane. I did it once. When I got off, I thought I was going to need therapy. That ain't even funny. It is. Listen, there's three airlines I won't fly on. Spirit, in order, JetBlue, and Frontier. And it's a Walmart subway in the sky. Frontier out of Philly's an experience. Nope, and nope. It's not happening. I swear to God, it's too funny. It's disturbing, but, sometimes I have a disturbing sense of humor. I'm like, no, you didn't, lady. No, you didn't. Remember the new one? Where the woman said the guy in the hoodie wasn't real. He was an alien or some shit. Because he sat there in his hoodie. And he just stared at her. He was fucking with her. He's probably filming it all, too. Like, check this shit out. I'd have been like, you got to the count of 3 to blink. The count of 3. He'd blink, trust me. God, she got up. She started freaking out. Get me off this plane. He's not real. I'm like, wow, you've been watching way too many TikToks, sweetheart. Way too many TikToks. How'd he get through TSA? Answer me that. Did he come through a wormhole and end up in the seat? Can you think logically for just a second? He definitely went through TSA. He's real. Or we are transporting aliens. I'm fine with that. I would have a great conversation with an alien. By the time I got off the plane, I'd probably be speaking 12 different languages. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Alien. What is wrong with people? Yeah, she seemed a little off the charts for me. Probably alcohol. He's a shapeshifter. Yeah, duh, lady. God. She's being a bigot. Alien lives matter. Shapeshifters' lives matter. Wow. See, I find the humor in it is the case of the stupids. I can't, you know what? This is what happens when you watch too much of shit. You're walking around like... Yeah. Hot takes on aliens flying on U.S. aircrafts. That's one I didn't see either. I'm like loving it. God, finally some intelligent life form on this freaking planet. Oh, okay. So we want to gossip. This is gold. So I'm listening to YTR. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm bored. Nobody else has got a live up. So I go into YTR, see if she's gonna be okay. She's on vacation. She sounds a little happy hour-ish. Everything she does is, who was it? Peppa Pig. Everything she does is gaslighting. She's one of those ones that says, she's trying to keep her audience. And by keeping her audience, she's trying to put down everybody. Oh my God. Listen, if I had all day, we would react to that. And I probably wouldn't even have to say a word, but I'd have to, you know, well, she don't talk during MFW's stream she snipes. She just giggles weirdly and barely talks. But anyway, she was in there saying things like, when I was part of Girl World. You've never been part of Girl World. Stop saying that. Anyway, apparently years ago, she used to react to Foodie Beauty. I'm sure you were a genius at it. But anyway. So anyway, she's been under some heat lately, right? Because she stream sniped Katie in the hospital at her most vulnerable state, which nobody did. Not even her haters did that. But anyway, she's trying to tell you what a good friend she would be to you. She's such a good friend that if you ever needed her in your time of need, she's the one you would call. I said, wait a minute. In Katie's time of need, you were showcasing her in the hospital potentially to 17 million people. I don't think I want a friend like that. Do you? So everything she was saying was the opposite of her actions. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Katie was in need. Even the haters seen that. And there you are, stream sniping her and laughing at her. Oh my God. What? Oh, she said so much stuff. And she talked about how small her channel is, but how important she is. That's good. You know, I'm glad you think you're important. That's good. You should. All people should. But anyway, then she was saying how people that look at numbers on their channels, She seemed a little happy hour, a little slurry. So I don't know. I mean, she must be enjoying her vacation. Good for her. She's a grown-up. Drink all you want. But don't sit there and she's saying things like, I think every time MFW turns off her camera, she's making a drink or taking a drink. You don't put that shit out to the universe. Think what you want, but keep it in your stupid head. God. She's obsessed with MFW. I don't get it. What has MFW ever done to her? Even the people that have real beef with MFW ain't talking about her. I just don't get it. I don't get her. It's like everything she said she doubles back on. It's weird. I was reacting to her out loud in my house. And I'm like, but you just said, and I go, don't do it. Don't take yourself there. She'll make you crazy. Like Chantal does. So she don't care what anyone thinks about her, but she spent the whole time defending herself about what people think about her. You either care or you don't care. You care or you don't care. Make up your mind. I only care sometimes when I'm bored and I think it's funny. She doubles down every time with everybody. She never sees her wrong, ever. I know. And she acts like she has a sense of humor. I don't think so. You don't have a sense of humor. YTR. Because you're not funny. You don't even know how to respond funny. She's MFW's #1. Yes! Dedicated critic. Troll, we call that a fan. I know. That's a little obsessive, absolutely. It's weird. I mean, does she make money? Is that the only way she makes money and views? Because, I mean, she's the one that talks about numbers. I mean, instead of just doing what's right or having a moment where you're like, hey, we'll get back to her after she goes through this period. People respect that. Right? That's what I'm doing. It's not because I'm a better person. It's just because it's humane. You know what I'm saying? She live streamed her in the hospital after she almost died. Like she wasn't in there with an ingrown toenail. Hell, I'd have been on top of that. Anyway, so those are the things that entertained me this morning while I was packing, right? Getting the dogs all situated. Because I'm going to leave like 3 hours before hubby gets home. And then he's going to join me. I have the van packed, ready to go. I do. Everything's secured. I got my car packed. But like I said, I rented a place with a full kitchen. But oh my God, when I Googled all the place to eat, listen, groceries, reining back. I'm reining them back. We're talking turkey, lettuce, bread, mayo, mustard, chips. Because I got dunk restaurants. Restaurants I don't even have here. So I'm all, here we go. See, a lot of people like gain weight when they go on vacation. I only do if there's amazing restaurants around me. But like if I went on a cruise ship, which is never going to happen because germaphobe. Yeah, I watched the whole documentary on the poop ship, the poop cruise ship. People put their mattresses outside and slept on the deck. Remember, they had to float around with no toilets working, nothing working. My worst fear. My worst fear. Then you got shark-infested waters, and you want to jump, but you can't. So they're sleeping out on the deck with their bedding and their beds because the whole thing smells like poop. You're trapped. See, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. You can't make me. I don't even care. Unless Jesus Christ himself said, get on this cruise. This is the cruise to heaven. Fine. I'll get on it. Other than that, you're on your own. You're on your own. That shit scares me half to death. That's worse. That's worse than being on a plane with someone everybody needs to knock out or duct tape, is being on a cruise ship with a bunch of people who have nowhere to crap. And then the food was going bad. How many days were they out there on that cruise ship? Anyone? Now, you got to worry about, I remember watching this woman vlog on TikTok, freaking the fuck out because she was on a cruise ship and got COVID. And she was vaccinated, by the way. But anyway, she was freaking out. She's like literally on the floor with her phone. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I know I've got COVID. I've got a fever. I don't know what's going to happen. I go, and you're on a cruise ship. On a cruise ship. Out in the middle of the ocean. You know what? This is what I'm talking about. It's never going to happen. I watch the worst case scenarios. So I'm what you would call smart. I'm like, oh, I see what happened. I seen what happened there. I had a dream the other night about seeing 2 full moons in the night sky, and then Jesus came back and there was a rapture. It was wild. That would be, yeah. I live in a spot that many come for vacation, so I like to staycation. Oh, there you go. I never gain weight on vacations. I'm too busy doing things, and food's just an afterthought. And that's my everyday life, especially in my own home, right? I can keep myself busy forever, grab a piece of cheese, and keep on going, right? A yogurt. But that reminds me, I need to get yogurt. I'm going to get some Go-Gurt for baby NOmadness. Little Go-Gurts. I got to write that on my list. He'll love it. Anyway, my point is, I don't eat off buffets with people. I just don't. Can you imagine a Disney cruise? The buffet. You know people with their kids. They don't say, you sit down, I'm going to make you a plate. No. Kids are up there. Yeah. It's kind of like the Golden Corral. Kids are just running amok. The one place they're not would be the salad bar. That's where I'd be. No, I wouldn't. I won't go to the Golden Corral. Come on now. That is some white trash shit. Right there. That is some white trash eating. The Golden Corral. Look at me, all ready to go. I still have some time. Can't check in till after 3. This room, I gotta redo it. It's a mess. I'm not a germaphobe, not even a little bit. Like, not at all, but I don't like buffets. I saw someone's sweat drip into my food at a buffet. Jarella, that right there is what triggers me. That's what triggers me, right? I've seen people cough and sneeze on buffets. That powder. Whoever's in my Etsy store, I love you. Thank you. I have new t-shirts in there, by the way. Last time I used a buffet, people were covered in pet hair. Thank you. And waving their arms with their hairy shirt. Your white trash at heart? Well, there's no problem with that. I've seen kids pick something up, taste it, and put it back. Put their finger in it, lick their finger. Absolutely. Seen someone lick a spoon at a buffet. It's just willy-nilly, okay? That's where I go, I'm done. We're out. But I haven't eaten at a buffet in probably 12 years. Because my phobia's got the best of me. Actually, it was my observation. It's really not even a phobia when it's a real thing and it's an observation. Yeah, and how do you know what someone does in the kitchen? I don't. If I don't see it, I'm fine. I'm fine. I am well aware. Now, if the cook, let's say you're over at a brewery, right? You're eating, and the cook comes out in a tank top, all furry, long hair, scratching his balls, I'm not eating. Because it won't leave my imagination. What else is he doing in there? He obviously don't care about health codes. So what does he care? I gotta fill Bubba up. What did I say? Oh, I gotta get Go-Gurts. On the Princess, they have hand washing stations and a monitor at the door. There you go. Have fun. Oh my. The older you get, the more you've seen. You don't forget that shit. Jesus. You don't forget that shit. Ah. All right. I need a little... Do I want to empty this? Yes, I'll empty it. I don't really need this big of a case, though, to take my stuff. I just need to take a few things. Oh, brother. I just need a few things. Not lots. Dun 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 dun. I don't even have a little thing up here. The scanner at the airport, and they kept searching me because of my extensions. Oh, right, the clips. Oh, shit, I never thought of that. I remember one time I put on my foo-foo belt and didn't realize what a mistake I made until I got to the airport TSA. I go, oh my God, this belt. So I took it off. Never wore it again. Kept my pants up. Had to take my belt off. Had to have a whole pat down. What do I want to... Oh, it's right there. I just got to throw these little things in a bag. These things. One of these things don't belong with the other. There we go. Just 6 things. Okay, maybe 7. No, 6. Okay, 7. I was hoping they wouldn't make me take them out. Can you imagine? In my Uber got days, I got the full pat down. She practically gave me a pap smear, right? You're like, do you just want me to lay on the belt, frog-legged? I mean, we can make this easier. I'll just lay on the belt, go through the scanner, frog-legged. I know. Seriously. Do you wanna go downstairs? Listen, I don't sit still. This is tough for me. 38 minutes seems like a lifetime. Just sitting still. That's why I have to watch things, because it keeps me entertained. I can't entertain myself. Y'all need to entertain me. What a mess. I still gotta gas up my car. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the grocery store there. I mapped a grocery store out. Ready, set, fupa, Febreze. Yeah, at least it was free. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. So yeah, that was the extent of my exciting morning. Watching the drunks on the airplanes, losing their shit because they can't handle their alcohol. Lightweights! Lightweights! Last time I flew an airplane was when I was in cadets. I flew in a Herc. Nice. I got my bag, Shelly, and I love it. You're welcome, Jamie. I'm glad you went to the freaking box, the mailbox. Finally. So this, and this. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Now I'm picturing that frog from Bugs Bunny. The guy thought he was going to be a millionaire because the frog sang with a little cane and a top hat, right? And then when he went out on the street to make the money, the frog just, ribbit. Let's just say he wanted to kill the frog. At some point he wanted to kill the frog. It was funny. I liked it. Actually had bigger liquids. Oh yeah, I had bought I had a bottle of lotion and I forgot to put it in my check and it was in my carry-on. Had to throw it in the garbage. I'm like, whatever. Just throw it away. Damn it. Yeah, he wouldn't sing or dance in front of anyone. Just the guy. Hold on. Listen, I got my comfy clothes on. My Under Armour t-shirt. And my capris. My drive-in clothes. What drove you crazy about Foodie was the chicken video. She doesn't like the dark meat, yet she eats it all. She's just trolling. Foodie could never just... No. Foodie trolls. And by trolling is she says things that will create a response because she loves being the center of attention. And the only way, even a child with bad behavior loves being the center of attention. Which bag? Oh, this bag. They love being the center of attention, even if it's through bad behavior, because that's just who they are. It's just who they are. She is... Any attention is good attention. See, the way I was raised is you didn't get any attention. Hell, you didn't get anything if you didn't act straight. But, you know, her mom was just different. I know parents like that have like this guilty parent syndrome shit. And their kid just gets away with everything. And then when they grow up, they don't even know how to function in society because they didn't realize, first of all, that their opinion does not matter. It really don't. But at home, their opinion mattered. So they thought, you know, everything they said was gold and everybody would just fall in line. And then when they become a grown-up, they're like, what do you mean what? And I love watching that shit. I do. Because I'm like, this ought to end well. Somebody told you mattered. Now look at you out here getting your ass beat for telling people about themselves. Stop. Little emperor syndrome. Yes, definitely. When a parent feels guilt or they feel bad because their kid may or may not be, you know, bullied or picked on or attractive. I don't even fucking know. I just taught my kid, you know, if someone starts shit, end it. What do you want me to do? I ain't gonna boo-hoo for you. Nobody boo-hooed for me. Somebody starts it, end it. Whatever way you have to. I don't care. You either learn how to talk the talk or you're going to have to walk the walk. Because, you know, you don't have to take anyone's shit. I told my daughter that, you know, you're a girl. Oops. Sorry. I opened this up to feel guilty. No, not at all. And it's fight or flight, you know, in school, and you teach your kids, you know, don't take people's shit. People shouldn't get in your space. If they feel entitled to get in your space, well, then I guess you got to let them know. There's boundaries, people. I taught my daughter that. She was like, she sent a little boy home crying because he was picking at her. Kept pushing her down a hill, pushing her down the hill. She warned him. She said, you push me down this hill again, there's going to be a problem. And he did. Guess she punched him in the nose. Now, obviously, he didn't go home and tell his mom that a girl punched him in the nose. He just went home and cried. never spoiled my son, and he was so well behaved. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm not giving a lecture on parenting because everybody has their own way. You know what I'm saying? So you do you, boo. Hope your kids turn out well. Hope they don't turn out like Chantal, where I want it now, right? And people are going like Salah. Oh, Salah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. You got to tell your kids no, Shmi. More than no. Abso-fucking-lutely not. But she didn't, even today. She runs that whole family. Picture, if you will. The family's all sitting around. It's Thanksgiving. In rolls Chantal. The first time in 38 years wearing a hijab. And the whole family acted like nothing to see here, folks. Can you imagine? And I'm not saying being mad at her. I'm saying, what's happening? Oh my gosh. You found religion? I mean, there wasn't a question to be had in that house. She rolled in there like Princess Diana was reincarnated. I just can't. I couldn't even imagine. That's insane. I don't know why she calls her mom Shmi. I have no idea why she calls anybody BB, Pete. Why she calls him Pete. She makes up nicknames for everyone. Dogs, cats. What's Salah's? Handsomest man. I don't know what his nickname is, but I bet he's got one. Right? Here it comes. Should I pack my allergy meds? Every day, all day long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just find it weird. I couldn't even imagine just walking in to my family's house, cosplaying or in a whole new garb and never talked about it with my mother or anything. Just rolls up for Thanksgiving. Talk about center of attention. Neediness is weird. You had a guy at the buffet picking his nose over the cheese dip? Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm a one and done. Hell, I can just watch a video on it. I don't even have to experience it in real life. But if I experience it in real life, I'm leaving. Right? I'm leaving. I am not sticking around. My husband thinks it's the funniest shit in the world. He really does. We went to a Denny's, God help me. Never will happen again, but it was Christmas Day. The only restaurant open was a Denny's. The family we lived near went to California for Christmas, right? So the only thing open in a blizzard was a Denny's on Christmas Day. So anyway, we go. It's quiet. Only a few tables there. What you expect? I'm playing it safe. I'm just gonna have a grilled cheese. Toss some fries on my plate. Let's call it a day. Just getting out of the house, bored, lonely. Anyway, so we order our food. We're sitting there. Here comes a whole group of ne'er-do-wells. When I say ne'er-do-wells, do you know what a ne'er-do-well is? There was a guy with a half shirt on in the dead of winter. See, you're safe to go out to eat in the winter here. Everybody's in a sweatshirt, fully covered. They're in an armpit to be seen. He had a half shirt on. He wasn't thin. There may have been fur. There may have been belly button lint. There may have been things and a dirty t-shirt. They sat them right next to us. My husband wanted to melt into the booth when he seen I didn't notice yet. And I'm not even being prude. That was just gross. Then he lifts his shirt to keep scratching it. I watched a man once in a restaurant address his tube in public, reduct taped his tube. He didn't go in the bathroom. In a restaurant. I'm telling you what, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And the guy with the half shirt was completely, I'm going to say at least 5-6 days without a shower. His shirt was filthy. And my husband, when my eyes locked, because my husband didn't say anything. He just started giggling. And then he just kind of did this with his eyes. And I'm like, talking to him. Right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, what? He has his shirt lifted up. And he's scratching. That's when my husband started laughing, right? When he pulled the half shirt up to scratch his belly. I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to go out to eat, can we please not act like we do at home? You know what I'm saying? Can we clean up a little? It is Christmas Day. I saw a man sitting in his car eating his boogers. I've seen that way too many times. You know what's frightening nowadays? Is the young people driving with their cell phones in their face. And I think Michigan just passed a law, finally, that you cannot be looking at. That's how a girl I worked with died. She was angry, texting with her husband while she was driving. Crossed the center line. And just hit the guardrail and rolled and rolled and rolled. And she died. She had 2 little kids at home that loved their mama. But she was fighting with her husband. Lost her life. Lost her life. And I just seen a girl the other day just run a stop sign right here out front. Because she was on her phone while she was driving. I said, man, this is what you should be afraid of today. I wish they had something built into your phone that if you're using a moving vehicle, your phone will not, your text won't work, your Facebook won't open. I really, really wish that could be part of this digital geniusness in these cars. I mean, there are cars that talk to you and tell you to put your eyes back on the road. You think I'm kidding? It's the Subaru, not the Forester, the other one, but the Forester may too. And yes, it does. It monitors what you're doing. They don't care. People just don't care. You've inspired me to be more kind to the homeless. Good for you. My little guy was sitting out front of the grocery store in his chair. He does look really weak. He looks really, really weak now. Like I said, he's about 90, okay? He's about 90. And he is homeless. And I was so scared, but I seen him out there. I waved to him. He smiled at me. Bless his heart. I mean, he looks in bad shape. He looks in bad shape. It is sad. I have to go that way today, so I gotta go get some money out of the bank. I always give him money every time I see him. I haven't seen him in like 3 weeks. So I was like stressing. And my husband's like, you're right, I haven't seen him. And then I seen him yesterday and I was like, yes. Oh, bless your heart. There's a guy in my town. He's old and in a wheelchair, and I saw him sleeping in it at 12 a.m. I found him a place to get help. Good for you. Aw. You bought a homeless man an umbrella and he threw it at you? And so what am I supposed to do with this shit? I don't know. Stay out of the rain? That's what I would have said. Should have threw a tarp at him then. You could at least built a house. Whatever. There's some that are not nice. This little old guy's nice. He's really nice. He's so sweet. I mean, I don't have any questions for him. He's literally sitting in God's waiting room. So why can't he enjoy the rest of his life, right? I have a forest across the street from my home. I bought a homeless man to stay in my home. Wow. That is incredible. My daughter took in a homeless girl, and unfortunately, she took advantage of my daughter. Yeah, that seems to be a lot of the case. I wouldn't bring him in my home. I have compassion. I have no problem helping him out for a day. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard of horror stories. There's one woman on TikTok that brought a girl in, and people sent gifts, and they put up a really nice room for her, and this girl screwed them over in every way possible. I'm like, well, sometimes you don't bring in a feral cat, into your private home. Now, if you can help find them a place to live, or there are professionals that can help them through their issues, that's great. But this girl, it was like, wow, what she did to this family. I don't think I would go that far, no. There's definitely horror stories. I just knew of a place that he could get sleep at and got him there and helped him. That's what you do. That's what you do. Do you need a place to go tonight? Here, I'm going to go across the street. I'm going to get you a hotel room for the night, take a nice shower. Here's some food. Watch some TV. Right? Check out in the morning. But some hotels, they don't want that going on. And you put it in your name and they don't leave. Well, it's the way things go. You got to find those motels where, they don't care. They're like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's a fickle world we live in. What time is it? Almost 1. You know what I'm saying? I see people, they make a bunch of lunches, and especially when there's an area of heavily populated homeless, they'll just make a bunch of lunches, or they go buy a bunch of cheeseburgers and they hand them out. Yes, God asks to help, not endanger yourself and your family. Exactly. It was like transitional housing that can help him get his own place. There you go. Yeah, this elderly gentleman, he people have put him in hotels for a couple nights, and they give him food every time he's out there. They give him money. Exactly. So anyway, he's alive. I just wanted you to know that. And Max is ready to go. I'm ready to go. I just got to put some more stuff in my car. And there's great malls, and it's been a while since I've been to a place that has cuisine and malls, and I don't know. I'm just ready to go do something more than here, just for a couple days. Because I promised to watch Baby No Madness, so I'm going to drive, and my husband's going to hang out too. Oh, God. Indigestion from my, I kind of burnt my English muffin a little. So give me a little indigestion. So I'm going to take a Tums. I'm going to pack my car. Fill my car up with gas. And then take myself on the road trip. And then check in, and then get some groceries. Just staple stuff. Baby No Madness, these two. Some little Go-Gurts, pretzels, things. I am going to enjoy myself anytime I get to sit on the floor and play games and hang out with Baby No Madness. I'm a happy, happy, happy person. And he loves Mr. No Madness. He really does. He calls them pop-pops. So, like, I'll do a FaceTime, and he'll be like, "Hi, yeah." And I'm like, "Well, hello, buddy." He goes, "Where's pop-pops?" Like, get out of the way. 2 is a fun age. Yeah. Now they're putting sentences together, and it's really cute. I will have a great trip. I'm going to make some videos for members only. And then I will put those up, the morning I'm coming home. Right? Mm-hmm. And I will see you guys on Friday. All of y'all. But Thursday? No. Tomorrow? No. I have too much fun to do. I will. I love you guys, and thanks for just hanging out with me for a bit. I would love to have reacted to something today and do stuff like that, but you know me. Once I get all into it, next thing you know, it's been 2-3 hours, and I got to go. I have to go. You want a grandbaby so bad. It's fun, because you're like, that was fun. Then you go home and sleep like, oh, I'm exhausted, right? I will. I'll be careful. Thank you guys for caring, and thank you for everything, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye, guys.